Okay, and welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. Now, in here, why do I have tag subtotal? I don't know. So I'm going to get rid of that. That was an error really. So let's exit and come right here. I'm going to delete this. Delete this as well. This is supposed to be right up here, and drag it that much. This will be right underneath here. I think that was what I was meant to do there. Okay, and here that's where the tags was supposed to be. As for tags, this is for subtotal. And right in here I have total. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah. Okay, now that is sorted, the next thing we want to do now is let's go back into the parent there. Just need to create 2 more or 1 more. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 more objects. No, 3 more method. Okay, the first method that I would like to have a look at now is going to be that of the tag. So I'm going to call it, let's say, public double my tags equals 0.9. okay, that's the tags. Tax rate. Anything more than that. Okay, now let's come right down, just say double public double find tags of C find tags, and that's going to be double C amount right there. Enter curly braces there and bring it down, and in here that's where I'm going to carry out all the calculation for the tags. So I'm going to enter double, declare a variable that I'm going to call find tags equals C amount. You minus that from C amount, multiply by MC tags. There. Now we need to return a value. Return something. Let's call it find tags, and enter a semicolon there. So that's is what I'm going to use for my tax calculation. Okay, the other thing that we can do is to actually work out this very tax. You see this one, just work it out right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of this, copy all of that, and I'll paste it right underneath here. Let me enter a broken line there and bring it right down. Just paste that in there, and I'll just call it get tags, and right here get rid of all of this. I don't need any of them, and this itself. And let's come in here. I need to check out the name of the tags. Right there we go. I'm going to copy that. That is my data member or variable that was declared. Paste that in here and paste that in here as well. And right here I want to say equals find tags, C find tags, open a bracket, and just enter this in there. So that take care of the tags itself, so I don't have to do anything when we are back into our program. So this is a very good way to modularize the coding of everything. Let's make it more neater. So the tax calculation is right here. Tax calculation. And this is also for tax anyway, so we'll paste this right there. Now that is done for both. The next thing I like to do is to prevent the end user from entering characters, so I'm going to call that numbers only. I'll come right down here. So let's start by going for public. We're going to have to void it because it's not returning any value. All we just do is to prevent the user from entering numbers, entering characters. So all of the text box, we have to inherit this because they will only accept just numbers, no characters. Okay, that will be the event is key events. That's the event I intend to use, and that will be event. So come right down here, let's enter curly braces there, and in here I'm going to declare, let's say child I number equals event get key character there. Now if not character, dot digit is digit number, or number, let's say I number equals key, now the key event. Yes, this is supposed to compare. Okay, key event dot, let's go for vk back, okay, underscore back, backspace, vk underscore backspace, this very one, yeah, let's say all. Just gonna copy all of these and this will be delete. So in that case, this is what I want you to do. I would like you to event dot consume there. Okay, let's close all of this bracket. Come in here, paste one here, and I think there's one missing here as well. There we go. There. So these few lines of codes we actually prevent the end user from entering just any character. Only numbers are allowed. Alright, just numbers, no characters. Now the next thing is, since that is done, okay, now let's go into our interface here, and I'm going to double click on this one, total. So I mean right click on it, and let's select action, perform. There we go. And right here, the first thing I would like to do is, let's create this. Let me copy this child. child inheritance, this child that actually inherited the property of our parents. So I'm going to call that cost underscore of underscore items. Cost of items equals new child inheritance. There. The next thing I'll do is let's declare another variable. So that will be tax variable subtotal and variable total I total. There. Those are all the variables that I need, apart from the string one that we will declare later on. So let's now assign every single cost. Okay, now come in here, cost of item dot apple, this very one, equals cost of item dot the price of apple, and we will then multiply that by how many apple that is entered inside the text box, dot this, and that will be, and that's going to be, that will be JTXE apple dot get text. Right, that's that done. So the other one is going to be banana. So let me copy this, copy that and paste it right here, and one more. Then this is going to be banana. That's B for banana, paste, and the other one is the price of banana, and this is banana there, and this is meant to be shared. Right, let's copy that, paste that in here, and this is shared as well. So that's how it's going to be taken care of. So I'm just going to speed that up now, and there we go, guys, right there. Those are the lines of code. So whatever amount of item you enter in here is multiplied by the price and then stored right in here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is let's add up everything. So let's go for I subtotal equals cost of item as the cost of item dot get. If you guys can still recall the method that was created earlier to calculate, to add up everything right here, this very method, that is it. I've just called it now. Okay, that's it, just called in there. The other method that I'm going to call now is that of tax. So let's come in here, let's say I tax equals cost of item, which is the instant that was created, dot get tax. There we go, there. So we don't have to work out tax in here because it's already worked out inside the parent. Let me show it to you guys one more time. Right here, this is where I carried out all the calculation for the tax. Okay, now back in here, the next thing we need to do now is I'm going to add up those two to get a total. I total equals subtotal plus I tax. I subtotal plus I tax. And there we go. Now that is taken care of, we now need to assign all of those, or to output all of those. So but we have to declare a variable, so I'm going to call that subtotal string subtotal equals, we might as well just format it to £sign here as format string, and what are we formatting it to is going to be £sign, enter percentage dot to decimal place. Right, what do we want to format? That would be I subtotal. There, close that. That is that done. We now have to add this onto the output. That's the text box. So that text box is called j.txt subtotal dot get, and what are we getting is going to be subtotal. There, that is that done. We have to do it like this because it only accepts strings, so it's not a get, it's a set. Sorry, there we go. Now we need to do that of tags. Paste that there. This will be tags, and let's change this variable to tags. The content in here become I tags, and this becomes tags. There, that's the tags taken care of. Now total, this will be total, and this is called txt total. This is total here, and this is I total. Total also taken care of. Alright, all of that is done apart from these other three here. Let me show it to you guys. Okay, here I just intend to display the cost of just fruit, the cost of wine, and the cost of apple that's the cost of ice cream. So let's run it first, then you guys see that this will be the only one that's not doing anything. So if let's say we enter 4 in there, we have to enter something in all, or else there will be error because we haven't written out the code for the rest. And if we click on total here, there we go, we get the total of everything, even the tax is included, everything. Right, so all we then need to do now is output the value in here, and all of these, instead of just doing some other things, I can just add 0 to them anyway. Okay, let's come back in here. Come in here, sorry, go straight into my right click and select that action perform event here, and come right down here. Right underneath here, we just need to display the price of those each item. So copy and paste. So the first one will be, let's say, string. That will be the cost. So string, let's make that I fruit. Okay, fruit equals, convert that to string. Okay, let's just copy, paste, and this will become, let's go for this, copy that and paste this in here. That will be dot I cost of item number 1. There we go. That's for the fruit. Now j.txt fruit dot set equals dot set text equals I fruits. There we go. The very first one is taken care of. What is the name of that code? Let's go back in there. Let's comment this out for now. I'm coming here. What is it called? It's called fruits. Oh, with an S. Okay, let's get rid of the S. There. This one and that one. Alright. Okay then, let's go back in there. We're going to have to right click and select the action area. Alright, I've got rid of that. Okay, the next one is going to be this, so I'm just going to copy all of these. Copy that. And the variable for that will be y. Let's just call it y. I1. And this is going to be 2. And the content in here will be 1. Okay, and change this to y. I1. Right. And finally, the last one, I think that is called ice cream. Ice cream. And this one, let's change this one to ice cream. The variable is ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream, and here item, cost of item number 3. There we go. That is it. All done. All done. Okay, have a good look at the calculation code for total. So let's take it to the top. So those are the lines of code for total. Okay, bring it down so that you can see it. And there you go, guys. That's it for the total. Alright, so let's come into the design view area right here. I think this is it. Yeah, click on that. So all of these, I'm just going to add 0 to them. So come right, let's select it all. Let's see, I think I have it in here. Let's enter 0 and let's align it. Let's go right. No, center. Align center. I think that might be good. Yeah, I'm going to repeat that for these ones as well. Just add zeros for them and align center as well. There we go. So if I run the system now, this is how it's going to look like. Alright, and let's say we have 3 there, 3 or 4 over there, okay, 5 here, and 3, 7, 8, 1 to 4 of those, and 4 of those. If we click on total, there we go, guys. You can see the cost of the fruit, the cost of wine, the cost of ice cream, everything added up here with the tax, and that is what we get. Okay, that is fine. The other thing left is for us to be able to reset. The reset is not working yet. Okay, we just need to take care of the reset and to prevent this from accepting characters. So let's right click and come to enter. In this case we need to use key type. Click on that, and right in here we have to declare, yeah, that's the child. Let's come in here, copy the child, and copy the child details and paste that in here, and we're just going to call it just numbers equals new child. There. And what I want to call is just number just numbers dot, I think it's called numbers only. There we go. That is it, numbers only, and I think it's going to be that, right? That's the argument. The argument is 0. So that is for just numbers. Okay, so the apple area is in the apple area. If I copy this now, and I can repeat the same thing for the others. So let's come into the next one. The next one is going to be banana. Right click on the banana, let's select add event, and this event is going to be key type. This key type, come right down here, press enter, paste that in there. Okay, in the case of this, that is just E, so I'm going to change that to E. Sometimes it varies, I don't know why. Okay, now cherry, key type, select the key type, come right inside cherry, paste that in there, and change this one to E as well. Alright, that's cherry. Now we need to repeat the same thing, exactly the same thing for grape. Right click, key type, the event is key type, and right in here, let's paste. Okay, well, that must have been an error. Okay, then that's fine. So what I'll do is I'm going to speed up the rest. Since you guys get the whole idea, let's just speed that up to save time. Okay, let's speed it up. Okay, I've completed the lines of code, so all that is left for us now is just to try it out. So let's grab that and try to enter characters. You see that nothing is happening, but we can enter number value in there, the same thing this. Okay, so that's taken care of. Alright, let's close that, and we can add that up, but we cannot reset. So to take care of the reset, let's go into the reset area of it. Right click reset and select that, and the first thing is going to be JTXT fruit dot set text and make it no. Right, so that's for fruit. Copy that, and this is going to be, let's say that it's wine. Here we have ice cream. Then let's say we have tax, we have subtotal, and we have a subtotal lowercase, and we have total. And let's speed that up now. And there we go, guys. Those are the lines of code for reset taken care of now. Alright, let's run it and see. But instead of that, let's change it all to 0. Really, let's cancel it. We'll change it all to 0 because we have a value in there. Yeah, let's change it all to 0 instead of just clear. Now this can be nil, that is fine for those, but these ones must be zeros. I think we need to speed this up. Let me speed that up. And there we go. That's it, guys, all done. So all we need to do now is let's try it out and see. So if we enter any value in there, and we enter something here, let's go for more wine, or maybe 3 of those, and click on total. There we go. Yeah, reset there. Okay, you see how that works, guys. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this program. I suppose you guys enjoyed. Please do subscribe, and you all have a nice day now, and bye for now. Maybe in the next tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to do something to do with polymorphism. And that's it, guys. So I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. Bye for now.